It's the return of the Roadkill Garage Crew Cab Chevelle. And this time we're gonna show you how you can go top speed racing for cheap and probably do it better than us. What we're working on today is our 1966 Chevy Chevelle. And when we first got this car, I paid $1,000 for it. And we did an episode about swapping a 350 engine into it and just making it run and drive and getting out in the field and thrashing it and doing some donuts. And on the next episode, we decided to get more serious. We threw in coil springs and sway bars, BMR suspensions, but Bilstein shocks on it, upgraded the wheels and tires, and we went after Lucky Costa on the autocross in his 66 Chevelle. Now, I guess it can be said now that we cheated a little bit because our autocross track was a little bit shorter than his, but we won. We, at that point, had about a $5,000 muscle car, and our plan on this episode is to do some basic upgrades to show you how you could go run something like this in a standing mile. Yep, we're going top speed. I think the Chevelle is pretty well seasoned at this point.
What do you mean?
It's been sitting here for months.
No, it's just been standing by, waiting for us. Look at it. Oh, well, I think it has a little more rust now.
What are you, Vincent Vega? Look at you.
What?
You're all slick-backed and aviatored out and ponytailed.
Well, I'm trying to step up my game a little bit, Freiburger. But anyway.
What's our plan?
I really want to know how fast this thing will go.
I know, that's the plan. I want to do low buck, standing mile. First, we need to find out if it even runs anymore.
Well, we got to find out if the rabbits have eaten all the wires.
Oh.
That happens every time.
I doubt that battery has survived.
That's an Optima.
I know, but it's been connected for 6 months sitting here with who knows what electric system.
You want to try to start it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to drive it in the shop. We got to clean this thing up. I don't even know what parts are in it anymore. Let me get all the spider webs out of here. Get out!
I told you!
Wow. There we go. It's on gas now.
That is great.
Man, we're gonna be good.
Yeah?
Let's go clean it up.
Okay. Oh!
What?
It's spraying something all over the place.
That's what I thought I saw. What is it?
Transmission cooler line.
No!
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
How could that even happen?
Look at this. Oh, I see it. It's a huge hole in this rubber line.
All right. The Chevelle lives again.
Ready to unload?
We need to pop the trunk.
Well, there's seat tracks, there's brakes, there's spindles. This is a new grille.
Wow.
And this is a brand new front bumper. Power steering hose, window fuzzies for no glass.
Wow. Well, we just need windows.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
All right, this is pretty much ready for pressure washing. I think this is pretty much what the rest of tonight is gonna look like, and tomorrow we're gonna roll it inside the shop and make it faster instead of just prettier. It's a week later. Steve made magic happen. You got glass in the car.
Oh yeah, and it looks great. I like it.
Most of the stuff that we have to do to go try and run as fast as we can in this thing is like safety oriented, roll bar, race seat, front air dam we definitely got to get done, drive shaft safety loop, hood pins.
I think this thing's gonna really move out. I think you'll be surprised.
I'll be happy if it goes 130 in a standing mile.
Really?
Okay, that roll cage is gonna take a while. It's sort of semi-universal.
All right, let's do it.
Most of these like standing mile events that you'll go to or a half-mile drags or something, they don't even require safety equipment up to a certain speed. Like they'll let you run 135 miles an hour without a roll bar, but I just wanted to have one anyway. And so I got sort of a universal kit, but the hoop is made extra long because it fits multiple cars. So we're just gonna shorten the thing up so we can test fit it. There we go. Oh, wow.
Oh, it needs more.
NHRA legal thing to do, and SCTA legal, if it's a full frame car like the Chevelle, is you have to weld the tube directly to the frame, which means cutting a hole in the floor, welding it to the frame that's right here.
Yeah.
I just take 2 more inches off of it. If you think about a 2-door model, usually the roll cage ends up right behind the door jamb. Well, that's because the 2-door doors are longer than the 4-door, and so the main hoop's gonna go way back here, intruding into the door opening a little bit, which is kind of a drag. We're gonna weld the main hoop directly to the frame, and I'm gonna cut out this rectangle and hope that I got it in the right spot so that we can get that tube in there and weld it right to the top of the frame.
Can you kind of get yours where you want it?
Mine's pretty good right there. This is pretty good. I've got the bar completely mocked in where it needs to be for the main hoop. And the next step is gonna be figuring out our down bars, which are gonna go from up here to right about there, where I'll cut another hole. Okay, all zapped.
Wow, pretty good.
Next thing we're putting in is the shoulder bar that goes right behind the seat, and the height of that is critical. You want those shoulder harnesses to be from the top of your shoulder just down 8 degrees, just a little tiny bit.
Pretty close.
All we have left to do is put the door bars on and then final weld everything. So I feel pretty good. Okay, last one.
Pretty good sizzle.
I got the roll bar all done. I'm confident that it's safe. Steve's going to install the drive shaft safety loop, and I am going to readjust the front wheel bearings. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cut the pipes.
You're going to remove that mellow tone.
Yeah, I know, but I can't drill the bolt holes for the drive shaft safety loop with this in the way. The merge is right where I have to drill.
Steve just wrapped up the drive shaft safety loop. That is like a retaining strap that goes around the front of the drive shaft so that when the front U-joint breaks, it doesn't drop the drive shaft onto the ground and pole vault the car. And the safety just keeps coming because now we're putting on hood pins. You were dying to do this, Steve.
The old grease trick, right?
That's right. So the grease is now going to transfer to the underside of the hood and show us exactly where to drill. All right, drill them dead on center, and I think we're good.
Yeah.
This one is looking pretty good. This is actually both a safety and performance improvement. We're gonna build a dam that comes down to as close to the ground as I can live with. We're gonna go shopping in Steve's backyard for sheet metal to build our air dam.
I've got a bunch of this.
Oh, that's square. Yeah, this could be the frame of it.
Okay, here's the derelict hood pile.
Oh, that Fifth Avenue hood's perfect.
How did you know it's a Fifth Avenue hood?
What else would it be?
Ah, man, yeah. What if we just cut?
Oh, this is ideal. Maybe we can even make a rear deck spoiler out of it.
You could. I can spray you with spray nine. Today a hood, soon a spoiler.
Air dam. Maybe a trunk lid spoiler. We're in the middle of making our air dam, and I can barely call it that because it's all tiny and cute. This has more suspension travel than a race car. So what I did, I set the tape measure right under there, and I had the whole video crew jump on the front of the car, you missed that, and pushed this down to right about there. So that told me that I couldn't have my air dam any lower than this, or in a pothole, it's gonna drag the ground. And so this is the beginnings of our little tiny air dam that we're making for the front.
I think it looks pretty good.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Steve's wrapping up the very last end bracket, and I'm cutting it out of the Fifth Avenue hood, Steve's former transportation. I'm making a piece of sheet metal. It's gonna start filling in the gaps in the front.
Here's something you want to consider. At least a couple of basic gauges, oil pressure and temperature. This is a circle track gauge panel. It's pretty cheap. It's made by a company called Roadkill. I think it's around 90 bucks. And the nice thing is it's pre-wired with warning lights. Instead of just drilling it and tech screwing this in, I'll use the old zip tie trick. I've got a perfect location. Nice and tight. And now we don't have to worry about burning up the engine. Look at that, boom. I wish I could take credit for this, but Freiburger pretty much did most of the work, and it looks great. But now he wants me to ruin it by putting this garden edging along the bottom. Hey, Freiburger, you're gonna have to help me hold this thing.
What? Oh, I don't want to put that on there.
Why?
It's ugly. It's got that wood grain on it.
I thought you were the one that wanted it.
No, not with that wood grain.
He's just tricking me. He's gonna come back out and say, why didn't you get that wood grain on there?
Door shut's much better.
It's all fixed. And I've got the spoiler all ready to go on. How do you like it? It's all done. It looks great, doesn't it? You totally don't like it, do you? Seriously.
I don't get it. Wow, this is pretty cool.
It looks pretty sporty.
I know. This is race.
Let me see. You can't tell me that green doesn't look great.
It looks horrible.
Seriously, if you don't want to keep it, you're gonna have to wipe it off yourself.
I guess it's gonna be green.
I thought that was the outcome there.
Well, that's about it. Next time you see us, we'll be out there finding out how fast this thing goes, and it may be even quicker than 100 miles an hour. Finally, it's test day. We kept wanting to take this to a standing mile event. They have them all over the country, but none of them that were on our schedule, and so we've rented the open desert. We're about 80 miles from Death Valley, California, right on the other side of that mountain range. We're at a fairly flat piece of highway here. I mean, it's got some downhill at the start and some uphill at the end, so let's just say that it averages out and it's all good. It's not super scientific, but we are gonna get an idea about how fast this thing really is. First, we're gonna do some more backyard aerodynamics here. Put some cardboard to eliminate these pockets of air, make sure all the air goes through the radiator. We're gonna block off the cowl vent.
So are we really gonna do all that?
It totally makes a difference, I guarantee it. As a matter of fact, we'll run it before and after.
Okay.
So we're gonna finish taping this whole thing up, and I think, Steve, you're actually gonna be the wheel man today, aren't you?
Oh, you wanna drive?
What, you're getting nervous now?
No, I'll drive it. I'm doing like super aerodynamic art here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Basically, anything you can do to keep the air from getting into the car or under the car is gonna make it more aero. You don't really believe this is gonna make a difference, do you?
I do. That smiley face is gonna make it way faster.
That's the key?
Yeah.
Remember, you got on-off up here too.
Yeah, I know.
So what's your mile an hour?
What, 30?
Okay, I'll go 128. Well, here we go. I think there's a very real chance this thing could hit valve float, could run out of horsepower. It's a bone stock 350 Chevy with an aluminum intake manifold. That's it. We're gonna find out right now. Number one thing is that he's safe. He's rolling up the window. You good?
All right, I guess this is it. Lost the drive shaft.
He said he lost the drive shaft. The drive shaft flew out of the car.
Oh, holy cow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
So it threw a drive shaft?
The tail housing of the transmission exploded. I was bucking for the mile marker, man. I think it would have ran pretty good, but it just went
Bam! So I was done.
So the drive shaft didn't
Come out of it, but it broke the tail housing and there's fluid everywhere?
Oh yeah, I left a trail of tranny fluid about 200 yards long.
Because roadkill. So how fast did it go?
It was just getting up to like
110 or so?
hell. Remember when I looked at that drive shaft?
After I said, hey, there's no weight on this, your guy didn't balance it?
It wasn't vibrating.
It was perfectly good, and then it just went bam!
Yeah, the transmission's just exploded.
I guess I better start walking. What happened?
If that was a race, we would have lost. Something went bam under the car. It just exploded. The drive shaft, it's in one piece.
Well, I walked your Trail of Tears. There's like pieces of all sorts of stuff. The transmission just totally came apart. Wow. Wow. You're right, it's 100% extension housing. That's the drive shaft not being balanced.
I didn't feel any vibration whatsoever.
You might not. But see how smart we were to install a drive shaft safety loop?
Yeah, we tested it. It worked great.
The tail shaft just disintegrated. Wow. It's a good thing we executed safety measures for the first time in our life. I don't think you even made it half a mile.
No.
And so you still had room for acceleration. The thing could have run that 125.
That's about it. Like,
Yeah.
So now what?
Truck and trailer, we get to push it on.
Oh, just a nice fun ending to the day.
It's that way.
Okay, I'll get the truck.
I'll go with you.
Thanks. It's only like a half-mile walk. Man, that was a real bummer.
I know. All right, it's like 6 months later. This thing has been baking in the backyard. We looked at the Turbo 350 and he had left the shrapnel of it all over the highway. It was complete garbage. So we went and got a new rebuilder from a local guy. This thing is like a used transmission that we just had freshened up, had to get a brand new converter for it. It's the same exact thing that is coming out, a Turbo 350. And so quick R&R, let's tear out the garbage and throw in the fresh garbage.
All right.
Game over for the Turbo 350. Wow, this is like Steve glued it on.
What is it?
The transpan gasket's on there.
Tightened up super tight. Ah! Are you all right?
It's splashed everywhere.
If I just lower this jack, that transmission's just gonna fall to the ground.
Just let it go, we don't care about it.
Yeah.
It's already garbage. That is ridiculous.
There's a huge koala drag in there.
Hey, dude.
Oh man, that thing's free in the shop now.
This is literally leave it at the curb garbage.
Now we get to see what kind of torque converter we have.
That's
big
yeah,
honkin'.
that's big Hankin regular stock converter.
1400 RPM.
Yeah. There's no high perf to be had when you're, desperate to fix your garbage.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do here is pre-fill the torque converter, and then we're gonna have to slide it on here, and we'll show you the trick about how you have to get in there so that this snout is driving the front pump on the trans. Okay, there's one step, two. Wow, that might have gone all the way in. I think it did.
Did it?
Yeah, look how deep it is. That was magic. Yeah, I trust it.
Anytime you're replacing a transmission or a converter, especially one that failed, you want to be concerned with the cooler lines and the transmission cooler in the radiator, because the debris that was in your transmission's also going to be pumped through that whole system. This is what I'm going to do here with this aerosol flushing compound. That red stuff is transmission fluid. Hey, Freiburger.
Did you flush it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I can see sparkles.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, I'm glad we didn't put that in our new, barely rebuilt transmission. All right, ready?
I'll get the heavy end.
Okay.
Roll forward and jack up.
Roll forward, jack up. Oh, we got the transmission about halfway in now. If we don't drop the whole thing on our skulls, it'll be a complete victory. Can I pull my side over now?
Yeah, because I'm on the dowel pin.
Okay. Oh, it's installed.
We're going to be back on the road in no time flat.
Minutes. When we blew up the transmission, it also took out the drive shaft completely, like warped it, so we had to get a brand new one. Another 320 bucks down the drain. But I think that's the last thing we have to do. Drop it down, put fluid in it, and we're out of here. Coming down. That's what I said, it's just got so much race car, it's ridiculous. I think the Chevelle is whole again.
Oh, detail man.
We are home free, amigo. Take two, same place, different day. We're here to find out the top speed of a worn out, nearly stock 350 small block Chevy and a clapped out 66 Chevelle.
Might be better than you expect.
Really?
Yeah.
My expectations are pretty high.
Look how sleek this thing is.
I don't know about that. I think it will go faster with the air dam and with my aero tricks. So I want to run it first. No cardboard in the grill, no air dam. And then if you live to tell about that, then we're gonna do all my aero stuff and find out that it picks up about 5 to 10 miles an hour.
I say 0.
0?
0.
Only one way to find out. You're gonna suit up. How do you feel?
Well, there's nothing like a new Turbo 350 straight from the rebuilder. It inspire confidence, right?
Yeah. Be safe, go fast. Shut. Put pins.
We'll get to see how slow this turkey really is.
That's a good start. Did you hear it like pop a couple times? Oh, he's remembering to go right down the center line. We've got the whole highway shut here, so.
Well, 80, it's not that fast. I'm just approaching the midpoint, 92, 95, 97, we're getting up to 100.
You can see the track's not perfectly flat. It's sort of a down, up, down.
Man, it's maxing out at 107, 8, 9. Seems like a lot longer of a distance than it is. All right.
All right, he's out of it. Let's go find out what happened. Well,
Well, it was pretty good. I think it was faster than we thought.
let's see. 111. 111 miles an hour. Let's go back and put that aero stuff on the nose and try it again.
All right, I'll see you at the starting line.
All right, let's head back.
Wow, this Chevelle is really good. But the thing is, I talked to my mechanic over here, and he recommended more aero since we have no tools and no parts. So he's installing that air dam we fabricated, and hopefully it's going to be faster than ever. I've got this perfectly good cardboard to lie on while you slave on the air dam.
It's lounging. You could start taping off the cowl vent.
Okay. I'm going to fire you as a mechanic. This is going to be a two-man operation because of the broad cowl of the Chevelle.
Oh, that's right. Right here, there's a lot of air pressure, and if it's the air is trying to go in the car, it creates more drag, so this can make a pretty big difference.
You're just going to demonstrate your aero skills.
It's going to pick up at least 5.
Really?
At least. I have to make some modifications. Last time we had the smiley face, and it was pretty good. I wanted the thing to look a little bit more authentic, so I'm gonna make a prediction here. Okay.
118.
Uh-huh.
I say 122.
Steve Dulcich, 122. I'm glad I put the headlights in. You always like putting your helmet on before you get in the car. It's so weird.
Oh. Don't you do it that way?
No. Okay, aero mods engaged. I hope it goes faster or I'm gonna look like clown shoes. Ready? Wow, that car's slow.
97. We still have half the track left. 103. I'm getting a little vibration. It's not really good rate. 107. 109. Wow, it is vibrating. 11. And that's about 112. So we gained 1 mile an hour. But boy, I do get some vibration coming through the car at high speed.
And he's safe. I'm gonna drive down there.
All the aero was worth 1 mile an hour. She gave what she had to give. I think I might just try to trick Freiburger and act like it was really good. Yeah!
Well,
Yeah!
good.
Check it out, baby!
It didn't capture it. What did it run? It didn't say.
No way.
No, it didn't capture it.
It ran 112.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No. That's it?
Horsepower trumps aero, I guess. I was staring right at it. I think the Chevelle gave all it had to give.
Well, we ran the thing once and all we accomplished was severely irritating me because I said we were gonna go 7 miles an hour faster with all the aero mods and we went 1 mile an hour faster. But we're gonna give it a second shot. The lesson I've learned here is don't even bother with 190 horsepower stock 350 small blocks. It's just killing me.
All right, all through all gears, going 71 miles an hour. Something's wrong with the car. Something's wrong.
Did you hear him warble it twice? Something go wrong or is he just done?
Something went wrong there. Just stopped accelerating.
He's still on the road, he's safe. That's the important thing, and now we're gonna go down and find out if this whole episode comes down to 1 mile an hour. It probably does.
Don't know what that was. Man, that was weird. I heard a buzz coming from the front of the car. It just hung at 104, wouldn't budge. So, something crapped out. I don't know what it is.
What happened? It didn't sound right.
Something crapped out, man. I got up to 104. I was getting an engine vibration on that last run.
Yeah.
It was kind of buzzing like that a little bit. Then it started going like a piston's lost its skirt or something like that.
So you're seriously saying the first time we came out here we blew up the transmission and the second time we blew up the engine?
I'd say that's a distinct possibility at this point.
Fire it up, let me hear it.
I think the motor was going away. Hop in.
What happened?
I have no idea.
This thing is a turd.
I've never heard an engine make that kind of racket.
So, in conclusion, we tried to take the crew cab Chevelle top speed racing. We blew up the transmission, and on the last couple passes, our engine's just going away. And so, we're gonna have to admit defeat this time. But we will be back with more horsepower and more speed in the crew cab Chevelle on Roadkill Garage.
Okay, Freiburger. Freiburger? That was my idea. I wanted to be the one taking a nap under the car on the nice styrofoam mattress pad. Freiburger?